It's 12 o'clock, and you're watching KCCI Channel 8 Des Moines, Iowa's news leader. With Molly Cooney, Jason Hoffman, and meteorologist Mike Lozano. This is News Channel 8.
You're looking at live pictures from the Des Moines International Airport, and President Bill Clinton is expected to arrive here in less than an hour. Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for joining us on this Friday afternoon. I'm Molly Cooney.
And I'm Jason Hoffman. This is the president's first visit to Iowa since his impeachment.
The president will be speaking at Hiatt Middle School this afternoon, and then he's going to attend a fundraiser for Senator Tom Harkin. The president's plane is expected to touch down at 1 o'clock. News Channel 8's Ann State is standing by live at the airport with more on the visit. Ann?
Well, Molly and Jason, as you said, another hour until the president gets here. Meanwhile, the usual suspects are here. We've got the Secret Service agents combing the area. We've got, even as you just saw a moment ago, a shot of the presidential motorcade already coming in. President is going to be flying in from Andrews Air Force Base in D.C. At least that's what his aides tell us. Speaking of D.C., the president, of course, at the White House yesterday was meeting with students from Columbine High School. The students were lobbying for gun control. That, of course, has been a big issue for the president. Today in Iowa, however, he will focus on some other issues, namely the farm crisis. He is going to be meeting privately, in fact, with some local politicians and local farmers, talking about, guess what else, low farm prices. However, that's not going to be his first stop. His first stop will be at Hiatt Middle School. You are looking at video from one of the students there who has fashioned some golf clubs for the president. Will be delivered as a gift to the school. Now, while he's at Hiatt Middle School, the president will be kicking off what is called the Rebuilding America's Schools campaign. That's going to be Clinton's plan for school repairs. Of course, that's been a hot button issue here in Des Moines. A lot of interest in that, no doubt. His last stop of the day will be a fundraiser and a reception for Senator Tom Harkin. Emily and Jason, interestingly enough to note, last time President was here was in 1996, and that was on Harkin's behalf as well. That was when Harkin was campaigning for a tough re-election bid against Jim Ross Lightfoot. A lot has changed, of course, since then. We've had, of course, the impeachment, as you have mentioned. Also today, George W. Bush in town. We'll have coverage of both the visits coming up later on the news tonight.
Sounds good, Ann. Thanks a lot for that report.
Sure.
All right. Well, and as Ann said, the president will not be the only politician here in Des Moines today.
Presidential hopeful George W. Bush stopped by early this morning as part of his campaign tour. News Channel 8 Cynthia Fodor is in our newsroom right now with more on that. Cynthia.
Well, Molly and Jason, George W.